Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I don't take life for granted. I don't take days for granted. I don't take them lightly. I have come to understand that just because we start a day does not mean that we're going to end the day. So I am just happy and grateful for the present moment. I'm happy and grateful for you. I'm happy and grateful that you chose to take time out of your schedule to come and meet me as accountability. These are the things that I believe are miracle signs and wonders. These are the things that I believe that we need as we walk through this journey. We need one another. We need accountability. So I'm happy and I'm grateful for you. I want to remind you that you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are prosperous, and everything that your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things. Why? Because you're great. Why do my hands do it? Because I'm great. So I'm happy and I'm grateful for this Meal Prep Monday. Woo! Can y'all feel me? Because man, I tell you, I'm happy today. And I know last week, and I will make sure I have it up on the YouTube channel today. I'm gonna work on it because I'm gonna post this as soon as I finish. I'm gonna learn how to be a better steward of my time. See, sometimes we procrastinate and we put off what we could do right now. And when we do that, it usually falls through the crack. But we're intentional. We're intentional to do the things that we know we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do them. But I've been saying the same thing, and then some of y'all might think it's a broken record, but this is where Jehovah God has me, and this is where I'm gonna be as long as He tells me. But I want you to be intentional to be the best version of you unapologetically. And the reason I say to do it unapologetically is because we're doing it through a posture of submission and humility, not arrogance and pride. We're submitting to Jehovah God. We're submitting, understand that we're spirit in a soul wrapped in this flesh, So your original DNA is spirit. You do realize that you are supernatural in this natural journey when we understand that the journey is just the journey to the final destiny. So why am I saying be the best version of you unapologetically? Because there's only one you. There's only one you, and you're relevant, you're necessary, you're needed, you're wanted, you're loved, and you are loved. And because you're all those things, you're light in a dark place. Okay? So, I have to take it this morning to the book, because personal growth and self-development, we all need. All right? What you feed yourself is what you are. So we need personal growth and self-development. That is what gives us the tenacity to be the best version of us unapologetically. That's what gives us the tenacity to be submitted and humble, not arrogant and proud. But the best book that I could encourage you to go to for personal growth and self-development is the Word. It's the Bible. It's the Word of God, okay? Because we're all spirit. We're all spirit with a soul wrapped in flesh. So however, you identify yourself, at the end of the day, the best self-help book is the Word, all right? So James 1 and 2, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. So we've heard this. We've heard this, all right? You got to consider it pure joy. Why am I bringing this to you this morning? Because we're learning to be the best version of us unapologetically through a posture of submission and humility, not arrogance and pride. So when this person aggravates you, when a trial comes, when life comes, because this is the thing, y'all, sidebar. You do realize that every day is predestined, okay? Every day is already ordained. There is nothing that's going to happen in today that is a surprise to Jehovah God. It's just a surprise to me and you. All right? We are predestined for greatness. We are perfect. Okay, we're created in perfection. So this journey is what we walk through to walk out the kinks so that when we get to the final destination, when we're on our way to glory, we're back in that perfect form. Whew. So we're supernatural in this natural place. I'm gonna need for y'all to grab this, because in order for you to be the best version of you, you need to understand your true DNA. You need to understand that your purpose was created for your life on the cross. It did not come when you were born. You were in a supernatural womb before you came into your mother's womb. Man, I'm gonna need for y'all. Listen, I'm a little happy this morning. All right, I'm a little excited because I woke up today feeling a little heavy. I woke up today because trials and tribulations come. All right, my new chapter, this chapter 49. Man, I'm trying by faith to embrace it. It started off a little ganky in my natural sense, but by faith in my supernatural, I know it's everything that God predestined. But you know, we're human. I'm human. So I wake up sometimes feeling a little heavy, but I had to go to the word. I had to go to the best personal growth and self-development book that I pick up. Okay. John C. Maxwell is great. All right. Napoleon Hill is great. They're great. They are humans who have walked something out that will deposit things for us to let us know that we can be. But this thing called the Bible. So I encourage you today to count it all joy. All right, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because know that it's the testing of your faith that produces perseverance. We're learning to be the best versions of us. We're learning to do it unapologetically. I am the best version of Nicole D. Jones. No one can do it better than me. You are the best version of you. There is no carbon copy. Someone can try to mimic you. Someone can try to imitate you. Someone can even try to hate on you. Embrace it, because it's something that you're doing that they want to follow. Now, the thing that you got to do is make sure you're worth following. Make sure you're worth following. Because everything that your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow. So what are you giving out? What are you giving out? Are you giving out love? Are you giving out support? Are you giving out long suffering? Are you giving out a bunch of drama, unnecessary drama? Are you giving out gossip? Because whatever you're doing, it's going to multiply and grow. It's because who you are. You can't help it. Can't help who you are. So let's just learn to be. Learn to be the best version of you unapologetically by submitting to Jehovah God. That the more you do realize, whatever you submit to, whatever you are willing to submit to, you come out more humble. You come out more meek. So let's learn to submit in the right places. All right. So we're going to count it all joy, because we understand that the testing of our faith produces perseverance. So why am I reminding you of this on this Meal Prep Monday? Because I need for you to understand that today is predestined, that Jehovah God already knows. So even if, what's today? Today the 7th. All right, so some of y'all behind on your little rent, your mortgage, whatever. Y'all know y'all was late after the 1st. But guess what? This is why you got a period called grace. That grace period is what allows you that time to do what it is that you need to do, that you're supposed to do, and not be penalized. Wow. That was a nugget. I hope note takers are money makers. I hope y'all taking notes. All right. It's this grace. So yes, we're learning to submit. We're learning to be humble, but there's this thing called grace that's over us as we do it. So we got to learn how to count it all joy, because it's never what you go through, it's how you get through it. Situations are always gonna come and go. Situations are what happens in our day. All right? There's a purpose. Your purpose was created for you on the cross. So everything that you go through today, February 7th, 2022, is purpose for you. What's it purpose for? It's purpose for your perseverance. And then we're going to let perseverance finish its work so that we may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. So why do we go through the trials and tribulations that we go through? I'm glad you asked. Let me answer that for you. Let me answer it for you. It's so that we may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. So that we'll stop murmuring and complaining, okay? Why do we go through our trials and tribulations joyfully? Because we learn how to rest our lips. Do you realize that murmuring and complaining will walk you out of your own blessing? Now, I don't know about you, but ain't no devil in hell that can take a blessing from me. But my murmuring and complaining can show hand it over. Ooh, Lord, I feel like I'm on a soapbox this morning. I promise I did this meal prep Monday, y'all. I'm trying to get into your conscious mind. Okay? Because the conscious mind has the ability to accept and reject. The conscious mind. But that subconscious mind takes whatever we feed it. See, if we can learn how to grab the things in our conscious mind that don't line up with who our true DNA is, then we could learn patience. Perseverance can have its perfect work. And you want it to. Why do you want to stop murmuring and complaining? Let me tell you. So that you can be mature and complete and not lack anything. See, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to stay in a place where I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. I want to stay in a place that my overflow, that people drink off my overflow. See, when you get to a place of overflow, that means you're full. That means you're full. And the ones that have access to you are now getting full too. And then the ones that have access to them are now getting full as well. Y'all do know that's what legacy looks like, right? We got to stop looking for material things as legacy. You the legacy. What are you leaving when you leave here naturally? What of your purpose is going to stain people? Now, if anyone lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Listen, you're a spirit being. We are God, little g. We were created in his likeness and his image. So you do realize that everything that God can do, you have the authority through the Holy Spirit to do. You gotta crack my neck on that one. Y'all let this, I'm here to remind you today of who you are and whose you are. Because when we can get this, when we can really get this, we stop worrying about trying to deal with situations naturally, and we learn, this is how I fight my battles. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Listen, I ain't got to know how to sing. It sounds good to God, all right? But we'll learn how to fight our battles the right way. We'll stop putting the energy into the natural situation and we'll start putting it supernaturally where we learn to count it all joy because situations come and go, okay? We'll learn to count it all joy, every trial and tribulation. We'll learn to work our perseverance. We'll learn to work our patience. And then when we come back to the natural thing, y'all do realize that 9 times out of 10, it's already corrected itself. It's already corrected itself. You just got to do now the manual, the manual work to solidify it. Man, I don't know who on this other line, but good God, I need this today. This for me. All right. So if anyone who lacks wisdom, you should ask. He gives it generously without finding fault. God don't judge us. He's not like man. Y'all stop being afraid to ask God what you need an answer to. Who got the answer? Can we stop living a hypothetical life? What if? What if? Why you what ifing when you can get the answer? You do realize that God knows your thoughts before you even think them. So just ask. We got to stop wasting our natural time. Stop being stuck unnecessarily. Okay? But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. So have your big girl panties on, have your big boy britches on when you ask the question. We're not playing. We're not here to play games. You want to know something? Be ready for the answer. Because most of the time, if we honest with ourselves, we know the answer. We going asking other folk because we don't want to do what it is we supposed to do. That's why you go ask. You know you're supposed to go and show love to that person in that next cubicle that keep being ugly to you. That's why you go over there to Shanae and you ask her, girl, now you seen what they did. You think I should go over there and still be the bigger person? Indeed so. We know the answer. See, we play with each other like that. Listen, y'all go ask God. Go ask God when you're ready. Because when he answered, there's this little thing called accountability. You accountable for the answer. Listen, don't play with baby Jesus now. I don't play with baby Jesus, all right? I don't play with him. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. We are not double-minded. We are not unstable. We are King's kids. We are blessed and highly favored. We are the solution, never the problem. We are the head and not the tail. We are above and not beneath. Okay? So I encourage you today, if that is you, if you're wavering, if there's something going on today that you feel like is out of your control, is out of your way, you don't know what to do, listen. I'm first here to remind you that you are healthy, that you are wealthy, that you are prosperous, that everything that your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things. I'm here to remind you today that you have purpose. You're not looking for your purpose. You are purpose. Your purpose was created for your life on the cross. Okay? You got to understand that these days are a blessing. They're a gift. That's why it's present. Today is a present day. It's a present for you. It's a gift for you to be able to look at you and right your wrongs. See, if we can learn to keep our eyes on ourselves, you do realize what that produces is humility. It teaches you how to submit. It lets you walk out humility. You can't be arrogant or proud if you're submitted and humble. Well, Nicole, you don't know what they said. I don't need to know. God knows. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. God, I don't know why they doing that, but you know, oh Lord, just Cover my heart. Don't allow my heart to be bitter. Don't allow bitterness and unforgiveness to come into me, because unforgiveness can't get to you. God, show me how to see everyone I come in contact with the way you see them. Every morning, I say less of me and more of you. Have your way in my life. Allow me to be good to people so people will be good to me. See, when we begin to understand who we are and whose we are, we understand that every argument we don't have to address. I'm not willing to go back and forth with you unless in the moment Holy Spirit tells me to speak. But if he tells me to, I keep telling y'all, listen, if y'all ain't watched Forrest Gump, y'all need to go watch Forrest Gump. He is a mentor to me, because baby, I will be like Forrest and I will run. You hear me? And I don't look at it as I'm no punk or no coward. I look at it like wisdom. I'm wise. I'm submitted and I'm humble. I don't have to win every word battle, because it don't matter. Them words ain't gonna do nothing for me. Those words ain't gonna get me into heaven. But how I choose to go through a situation gives me rewards in heaven, when God can sit and be pleased with me. All right? Are you more focused on pleasing man or pleasing God? Because you do realize that this journey is going to end, and it's going to take us to our final destiny. That's real. None of us can escape it. So we got to learn to walk in who we are through a posture of submission and humility, never arrogance and pride. We got to understand that as many people walk this earth, this dark earth, y'all do realize that the earth is, the prince of the air, is the ruler of the earth. So you shouldn't be wanting to get things here anyway. That shouldn't be your goal, okay? When you have kingdom goals and you're looking for kingdom prosperity, everything naturally works itself out. So I want to encourage you today. If you have not already, I want to encourage you today. Go to James 1. Read down to 8. Because see, what I love about the word, it's like a living document. You can go read the same thing every day, and Holy Spirit gonna give you something every day, because every day we need something, because every day we sin and fall short of the glory, because every day is something there that I can see in myself to right my own wrongs. I don't have time to look at you. I don't have time to worry about you. Learning to agree to disagree, you need to make that your BFF. You need to understand that the you that you want, the Nicole that I want, is right on the other side of my self-discipline. The you that you want is right on the other side of your self-discipline. When you learn how to count it all joy, when you learn how to go through situations the right way, you learn self-discipline. You learn self-control, because you can't control nobody but yourself. As much as you want to think you can control somebody else, Jaden is 8 years old, and the moment that he chooses not to listen to mommy, what I'm going to do? Beat him straight? And even after I beat him, because I spare not the rod, baby. All right, I walks with a wooden spoon. However, I'm not ignorant to believe that the moment he chooses not to listen, that he won't. Okay? So it's Meal Prep Monday. It's 10:27. Y'all know I ain't going to belabor the time. I'm not going to belabor your time. I'm not going to go past 30 minutes. But I want to encourage you, as it's Meal Prep Monday, as we're in a new year, 2022. Be intentional to be the best version of you through the posture of submission and humility, never arrogance and pride. And yes, I'm going to keep doing. That's what I'm going to say every week. I'm going to say this every week. I'm going to start going live and I'm going to talk about this. Why? Because only you can be the best version of you. If we could learn to be the best versions of us and stop worrying about the one to the left and the right, we could individually start dealing with mental health. Work on your mental, because the battlefield's in the mind, and no one is exempt from that. You're not exempt from that. Our battlefields are the same. It's just my head is mine, yours is yours. Okay? But I want you to remember, I want you to be encouraged. Stay focused, stay humble, and stay positive. If you can be focused, humble, and positive, you will begin to walk out the best version of you. And do it. Do it humbly, not proud, because only you can. And I need you. Everyone around you needs you. And everyone who's ordained in your life to have access to you needs you. You are purpose. So stop feeling like you're going to look for it. You are it. You want to find it today? Go look in the mirror. Okay? So again, I am Nicole D. Jones. I want you to continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.